the first rider team, and you can do the second one. So first up, we have Finks piloting the killing feature. It is a Gatling Banshee Carronade Squid, and we have the Libclutter piloted by Luosi. It is a Mobula. It's taking a lot of fire. It has a top deck Hades, left Flare, Artemis, and right Artemis Gatling.
Alright, so the third ship is Liberator Zone, piloted by Skybox. It's a galleon with Lumberjack, Flag Cannon, Hades. It's a Flare on the back, and Minotaur Huacha. And the fourth ship is Hephaestus, piloted by Arius. It's a junker with Hades, Artemis, Banshee, Gatling, and Artemis. And then we have the killing feature going 2v1. Interesting idea.
Oh, that's bold. Killing feature taking a lot of fire here from the Hephaestus. Oh, this could be the end for killing feature.
Indeed, he is taking a beating quite much. Hephaestus is trying to break his armor. There it is. Explosive damage, but killing feature is trying to repair their armor as quick as possible. Meanwhile, Libclutter is engaging the Liberator Zone. So Liberator Zone is unable to provide support with the killing feature. Killing feature is trying to, I guess, what is it trying to do? Like bait the enemy, or?
Well, he's certainly managing to get shot at. Unfortunately, the shots are landing. So.
I see. Well, Hephaestus is still locked on the killing feature. Killing feature is now rising up, maybe go for the Liberator Zone, but he needs to back up because, oh my, that was close. That was close indeed.
Yeah. Libclutter now able to land some consistent hits on the Hephaestus, but they're still largely intact, and of course the killing feature has had to disengage. A large thunderclap near to the killing feature is probably going to kill them.
Yep, Hephaestus is now engaging the Libclutter. Killing feature is rising up from the hard cover and going after, I guess, the Liberator Zone while he's aiming for it. Nope, he's going back like, fuck that, nope.
Well, the killing feature just bottomed out and... oh dear, Finks. I'm guessing that was not the plan.
Indeed, as my referee skills are saying, this is the first skill for the blue, so if it's a tie, the blue team will win.
Just so, and that means we would be heading to a grand final here. And Libclutter is taking a fair chunk of fire from Hephaestus and Liberator Zone, but its balloon is out, but it's not. It's got its armor up still. And we've got a spawn in here. A lot of separation, about 2 kilometers between the ships here. Libclutter looks to be repositioning. Killing feature probably moving in to get the enemy's attention again. I want to remind myself what's on the Libclutter. So it is Hades, Artemis, Beacon, Artemis, Gatling. So I'm wondering if the problem is just killing power and ability to break the armor, because the Liberator Zone, being a galleon, has a ton of armor and has a ton of permahull. The Junkers, not a great amount of permahull, but lots and lots of armor, and so we saw there very little by way of armor breaks on these two ships when you compare with what was happening with the killing feature. I'm wondering if maybe the problem that they're running into here is that they're not able to get armor breaks and kill these ships quickly enough with the configuration they currently have.
Okay, so the killing feature is now spotted. Libclutter is trying to flank the enemy from the bottom. When you see the map, I mean, killing feature is now playing the bait.
Right.
Yeah. Young feature is now playing the bait, receiving some minor damage to their armor, so they are alright. Libclutter is closing in on target. The blue team should realize that they are being baited. There were 15 minutes remaining.
Just so, still a very wide flank from the Libclutter, very far out to the southwest. Killing feature sitting in the arcs of the Hephaestus, and well, the Liberator Zone doesn't have arcs in them, so they're able to keep the attention of the Hephaestus and Liberator Zone here. Lib Clutter coming in high, going to be in cloud cover for most of their approach, so they should be able to get the drop on them here. Most of their guns have decent downward arcs, so you can see that they're within firing range of the Liberator Zone now and are opening up. Killing feature looks to have bottomed out there somehow, or bumped at least. Now trying to move in on the Liberator Zone. They've managed to get their Gatlings into arcs, but looks as though they've stopped firing. Probably a disable from the Hephaestus there. Lib Clutter landing a few decent shots on the Liberator. Now the Gatling coming out from the killing feature. Lib Clutter taking shots from the Hephaestus. Oh, this break on the Liberator. Banshee going in. Takes about 1/3 of the perma-hull down. Lib Clutter is suffering. Oh, they bottomed out. The Hephaestus has hit them. This could be the end for the Lib Clutter. Killing feature is very slowly grinding down the Liberator. They need their ally to not die here, just so that they can finish this fight. It's going to take them a while. It is a galleon after all, but probably another armor break coming up here. Banshee going into the Liberator Zone. It's down to about 20%. Lib Clutter has managed to fall away from the Hephaestus. Hephaestus not engaging the killing feature, so they will probably kill the Liberator Zone on the next armor break here. There's the kill for the killing feature. Now they're getting shot by the Hephaestus, but they stuck around just long enough to get that kill and are now repositioning. Lib Clutter rising up and engaging the Hephaestus. Killing feature taking a few shots from it. Now Junkers are reasonably effective against squids, but there's never anything fun about having a mobula sitting in front of you firing into your armor repeatedly. And now the killing feature closing in. Looks like we've got a ram.
This is now 2v1. Killing feature is ramming the Hephaestus. Lib Clutter is mashing their guns against his armor. Ooh, this is not looking well. Meanwhile, Liberator Zone is spawned in, trying to support their teammate with some long-range action. Lib Clutter is losing it, but he might be still alive. Balloon is down. Armor is on fire and is losing slowly. They regain the balloon, but Hephaestus is going down here. Bam! 2-1 in the favor of the red team, which are, I think, Storm Riders.
Just so, Lib Clutter hanging on by the barest of margins. If they vent anything from their balloon in their hull's direction, that'll be the end for it. Killing feature closing on Liberator Zone here, looking to get their attention. Now, of course, the Junker is likely to spawn back in pretty close here, so killing feature will want to get as much damage done to the Liberator Zone as they can do. They'll probably get an armor break here from the Gatling fire, and then the Banshee's going to go out. But here's the Junker, it's engaging. Killing feature suffering its own armor break. They get about 20% of the Liberator Zone's perma-hull down, and now the killing feature needs to reposition quick smart because they are getting shot in the backside by the Hephaestus.
Indeed, killing feature is rising up, dodging some of the bullets from the Hephaestus, but Hephaestus is locking in. Killing feature is losing armor, meanwhile Liberator is bottoming out. There, killing feature losing armor, losing the hull a bit, but no explosive damage was present, so no major damage was there. Lib Clutter should be the target for the blue team, because it's one small wink and they're dead. Yeah, killing feature is now there trying to regain some of the subsystems, and they're maybe will go back to action.
Well, I think at the moment the Lib Clutter is a wink away from dying, and the killing feature is perhaps an eyebrow wiggle away from it.
Indeed. So Lib Clutter is now trying to dodge the bullets there, rockets and stuff. His killing feature is very dangerously close to their enemy. They should back up a bit. 10 minutes remaining, by the way. Killing feature is now the main target.
I think killing feature could be in trouble here.
Indeed, Gatling guns. Watcha going out. They managed to dodge most of their rockets, but Artemis and Artemis and Banshees are going after killing feature. He's gaining some distance from them, so it'll be harder to kill. To hit them. Leclerc is there alone, trying to support their teammate with some long-range action on the Liberator Zone, which is quite effective.
Yeah, so we've got some long-range fire coming in from the Lib Clutter. They're in cloud, so they're going to be hard to hit, but the flare's going out so they can see them. A few shots landing on the Liberator Zone. Its armor's largely up, though. The problem the Clutter has is if it suffers an armor break, that's probably it for them.
Yes, indeed. Leclerc is keeping their distance from the enemy team, so they can support them with support their killing feature with some long-range power. Killing feature now, this is interesting. They are both red team ships, which are the Storm Riders, are very heavily damaged. Now the blue team has, well, let's say, quite the opportunity to take them both, but since they're keeping their distance, trying to take the chance to run down the timer, so they will win because it's 2-1. Even if the blue team had the first kill.
I doubt they're going to run down the timer here. I doubt that's
well, it's 8 minutes and 8 seconds exactly.
Well, if they're planning to run down the timer, killing feature's position is interesting here.
Well, we'll see. Leclerc is taking quite damage. They almost got their armor broke down, and they would explode just with the wink of an eye. Wink of an eye, blink of an eye. What's the difference?
That's a good question. I feel as though there's a philosophical conundrum in there somewhere. Killing feature. I think killing feature is trying to bait the enemy to come and engage him. He wants to try and force some separation between the two of them. Both of the ships are going to be visibly stage free at this point, so they're going to have suffered at least 2/3 perma-hull damage from the perspective of the crews of the Liberator Zone and the Hephaestus. So both of them should make tempting targets. On the other hand, there's no reason to close suicidally and get yourself killed. Now, what's slowly happening here is the Lib Clutter is having to give ground to maintain range, and eventually it is going to run out of places to run to.
Yeah. Killing feature is still trying to take the bait so he can, like, at least ease up the fire on Lib Clutter. Oh my, Leclerc is not looking well. He has the fire stacks on the armor, taking damage. Oh, there it is. Leclerc has went down with the Hades and stuff. So now it's killing features duty to run away, I suppose. It's 2-2, it's a tie, but if the timer will run out, it's 6 minutes and 15 seconds. The blue will win.
Indeed, so the Lou and Finks are both going to be searching for ways to get a kill as quickly as possible here without killing feature getting shot to pieces.
Indeed. So now the blue team has the upper hand because of the first kill. They are going to run down the timer because they're backing up to their spawn, I suppose.
Indeed, we are seeing a move back here. I mean, there's no reason for them to start this engagement anywhere other than on their spawn. Or at least close to it.
We have 5 minutes 30 seconds. Arius.
We're seeing some fire going down on the Liberator Zone from the Lib Clutter and from, well, a little bit of fire from the killing feature, but the killing feature is pulled back here.
So, Arius is asking me if they have the killing advantage. They do, so they need to run down the timer in order to win the tie. 5 minutes remaining.
Oh, Killing Feature taking a fair chunk of fire from Hephaestus there, having to reposition. They don't want to suffer an armor break here because one piece of explosive...
Ooh.
Oh, well that was prescient. Down goes the squid, and now the Storm Riders require 2 kills to get themselves back in this game in 5 minutes. It's a big ask, and they're going to have to press pretty aggressively here.
Indeed, 4 minutes 27 seconds, 2-3 for the blue team. So blue team will, if they win this one, there is going to be another match. If the luck strikes again and the red team will win, then it's over.
Indeed, a tough fight here for the Storm Riders. They've got a big ask coming their way. They have to get 2 kills to pull this out of the fire, and it's 2 kills against ships that are potentially pretty tanky against at least the kind of thing that's brought here. The Hephaestus is a junker, lots of armor, and the galleon is, well, a galleon, lots of armor, lots of permahull.
Indeed. 3 minutes 43 seconds. Killing Features rushing in. They need 2 kills in order to win. So the Liberator Zone is the main target, which is, well, he isn't the most damaged one, but I suppose. Hephaestus is now bottoming out accidentally. They're hitting a rock. Lip Clutter is closing in dangerously because he is not supposed to be in the close range combat. Oh my, he is not doing well.
We've got something of a split situation here. Lip Clutter taking a lot of fire from the Hephaestus while Killing Feature tries to take down the Liberator Zone, but it's going to take a while for Killing Feature to kill the Liberator Zone, even sitting in front of the close range guns. The Hephaestus taking a fair chunk of fire from Lip Clutter. Lip Clutter returning, has the favour return to it, but Liberator Zone is now slowly being ground out by the Killing Feature. This is similar to the situation we saw before. The only problem is that, at least as far as the Storm Riders are concerned, is that Lip Clutter only has to do what they're doing here, which is turn around and give the Killing Feature some cuddles, and they're going to have to disengage.
Indeed, those cuddles must be given. 2 minutes 25 seconds. Hephaestus is engaging the Killing Feature. He's trying to take it down, but Lip Clutter is trying to prevent that from happening. Now the Lip Clutter is the target for the Liberator. Killing Feature is trying to kill the Liberator Zone, so it's a mosh pit here a bit. Oh my, Liberator Zone is not doing well.
It's got one more break coming to it.
Broke,
the problem it's got is
sustained.
that Killing Feature is sitting in front of the Hephaestus here. It might take a lot of damage to its armor. It can't really run backwards too much, but it might get a kill on the Liberator Zone. Down goes the Liberator Zone, and now they are almost certainly going to try and rush the crap out of the Hephaestus. They've got 2 minutes left to get a kill here, plus potential overtime. This is going to be close. Hephaestus bottoming out potentially here. They've suffered a lot of fire into their armor. They don't bottom out. Their balloon is actually still intact, so I'm not sure why they went as low as they did there. But now fire closing in, and oh, that's it. Down goes the Hephaestus. We've got 2 minutes remaining, and Killing Feature and Lip Clutter almost certainly going to make their way back towards their spawn. This is going to be very tough for the Maenad Ryders to pull out here, because Liberator Zone is a galleon. As previously mentioned, it's not easy to charge in a galleon. You could tend to get focused fire, and we're not going to be in the position that we were in the previous match. The Killing Feature and the Lip Clutter will target that galleon if it's out in front, and will do a lot of permahull damage to it before it has any chance to get its guns in arc.
Indeed, they have 50 seconds left, so they need 1 kill in order to win, the blue team, which are the Maenad Ryders. The Liberator Zone is taking some damage there. Oh my, this is not looking good for the Liberator Zone. It is 2v1 taking damage. Armor's broken.
Oh, but Hephaestus is probably going to try and get behind the Lip Clutter here.
Red team is taking a risk to score another kill. I don't think they should, but 10 seconds remaining. Well, 15.
Oh, Lip Clutter is going to get mortared from behind here. This could be a real problem. They either need to kill Liberator Zone or get themselves out of dodge. They're taking Banshee shots. Some of them hit the hull. That was close. Liberator Zone is close to death, and armor breaking. Down they go, and that is the SCS for the Riders. Storm Riders are victorious.
Indeed.